All right. So, I have been doing basically nothing but thieving elves right now. I had hit, where is it? 240k amethyst arrows, as well as 70,000 amethyst arrow tips. So we have over 300,000 of those. So I was like, okay, it's fine to take a break now from mining amethyst. That's plenty. So what I've been doing is I noticed I was down some charges on my crystal armor. I have no crystal shards. And since I'm doing collection log stuff, completionist stuff, I'm gonna need enhanced crystal keys anyway. When I first started doing Corrupted Gauntlet, I made a few along the way. Then I realized, holy shit, that is such a waste. I wasted 200 crystal shards at the beginning of things. Like, nah, that's too much. And now I'm going to use 2,000 more on crystal keys. So we've been doing some thieving. I believe I had 170. It was either 120 to 170,000 dodgy necks, something like that. That's how many I had when I started. We had one teleseed when we started as well. So we got 4 enhanced crystal teleport seeds along the way. We are completely out of our dodgy necklaces though. So we have 417 here. This is 1,350. And so we're almost there to the 2,000 to make all the crystal keys. So we will be doing that. However, we need to make the dodgy necks and get back to the elves. Unfortunately, so it took about 6 hours for the first enhanced tele drop, 6 hours for the next one, about 9 hours for the one after that, of which I only saw one crystal impling that entire time. And then 2 hours after that one that took 9 hours, I think it was, is when I got the last one. And then after that, someone sniped a crystal impling, which sucked because that person like just logged in, and I was there for fucking 15 hours without one, which usually I would have at least 2 to 3 in that time frame. So I was like, what the hell? They were pretty chill about it though. They were like, oh yeah, I'll let you get the next one if another comes by, and I was like, oh thanks. I really wasn't expecting that. I was just like, damn, like where they at? And in the past 3 4 hours or so that I've been doing it, I found 2, so got lucky there. I still need the crystal signet. That is why it is nice to be doing the elf thieving, because whenever a crystal impling flies by over, flies by over there, it'll be hopefully accessible to grab unless I'm stunned and there's other people there, of which they get there first. Um, so we will be trading these in for the crystal shards, making all of these into enhanced crystal keys. So we would have 215 enhanced crystal keys. And yeah, so let's make some more dodgy necklaces. All right, so we've made 391 more dodgy necklaces. So it's time to head back to Els. However, I am going to trade in all of these and make as many of the enhanced crystal keys as I can right now, because I think I might be able to make all of them. All right, so we got 9 here. I did have one that I was keeping just for the let you teleport for some clues, but I'm going to be thieving more anyway, so I'm just going to right now trade them all in. Enhanced crystal teleport seeds, 1350. There's 1787, so it's not quite what I need. It's close, but time to go make 178 of the keys into crystal keys, or into enhanced crystal keys. All right, so yeah, this took like less than 3 minutes time to do, and it gave me 100,000 smithing XP. So I mean, this is probably an extremely expensive method of training smithing, or I guess maybe not. Is this like some secret? It's probably fucking expensive as shit with how fast it is. Um, Maybe you get decent money back off the chests. Maybe. I doubt it. I'm expecting to basically just get back the crystal key plus a bit more value. Um, but at the same time, that seems so fast and worth it because you also just can open the chest and go for the collection log slots. Of course, I can get more keys from opening the keys, but we need 170 more crystal shards to finish off these, and just under 200 done. So very soon we'll be opening them up. Well, assuming I have bank space. I do want to clean up the bank a bit, and I might stop collecting certain items, maybe. Um, or I might just drop trade things to my main that I don't want to have wasting space here, but I could still like build them up on the other account type thing and just have stacks of them there. I don't know. Um, I really I have some things that just take up bank spaces and other things that I feel like could get cleaned up a bit. There's largely junk in here from lower tier clues, so knocking out the lower tier stuff for clues might be something I'll do. So since beginner clues have absolutely zero relevance to getting master clues, beginner clues are actually something that I can do. So what I might do is I might actually start doing some of the beginner clue grinds in the collection log. So hill giants and moss giants for Bryophyta and Obor. That's going to be one thing. And we shall see where things go there. But yeah, now that we're maxed, it's basically just gonna be like, what do I feel like doing today? And we just go here to there. But at the same time, I do like stacking things up as much as I can. So that's that. So we'll see where things take us, and really not sure how the like proceedings of videos will be from now on. And well, yeah, like we'll still be getting progress, but I'm not sure if it'll be linear or if it'll be more of like, hey, this is all one grind that I did. Here's an episode of my clue scroll openings, or here's an episode of my dark totems being done, or here's an episode of, my enhanced crystal keys being opened up, which might be this episode. So, yeah, kind of ranted there, but I think I got across what I meant to say, and then some other random shit. But yeah, a bit more crystal shards left to go. So basically, one more teleport seed drop is all we need, and we can finish off all the crystal keys, open up the enhanced crystal keys, and see where we go from there. Okay, so at the very least, I'm looking at the wiki. The drops look like they're perfectly fine for going into the bank, even with my current bank space and everything. But yeah, it's definitely a fast way of doing smithing, but it's an expensive way of doing smithing because you're losing 130k per opening unless you hit the big stuff. That's quite rough. 130k loss per crystal key. Ouch. Ouch. So I actually got really lucky right now. I found a crystal impling, and then right after I caught it, which unfortunately no crystal signet still looking for that, but I catch it, and the first pickpocket after I catch it, enhanced teleport seed. Like that is the dream setup right there. But what this does mean is I do have enough shards to make all my crystal keys into enhanced crystal keys, and then we could see about stockpiling some more crystal shards for the sake of our crystal armor. What? I just fucking woke up. I just fucking woke up. I was literally just talking last night about how I don't want to be here. To, like, I don't care about the pet because I can get crystal shards and I saw the purple and I'm like clicking. I see the purple and I'm like, wait, I just logged in. That's a different purple than the Shadow Veil message, but it looked like the oh, you've been on too long message, and it's like I just fucking logged in. 5 minutes. I've been on for 5 minutes. I didn't even have OBS up. My PC was blue screening this morning, so my mic wasn't even working. So I'm just sitting there like, I got the fucking Rocky pet. uh, I'm speechless. I was not expecting this. That is insane. Uh, Wait. Okay, so the reason I was doing crystal shards here is because I had the chance at Rocky Pet. Now I've gotten... Okay, so I need the Crystal Grail, the Crystal Signet, and every item from the Enhanced Crystal Elven Chest. And that is everything from Prifddinas greenlogged. On top of the fact that I now have the fucking thieving pet, which I was not expecting. Wait, that's my 10th pet, isn't it? Wait. Yeah, that's my 10th pet! Hell yeah! Nice. Very nice. Was not how I was expecting this video to go at all. I forgot that I typically do this when I get a pet. Speak to it. Hey, Rocky, you want to commit a bank robbery with me? I mean, this is very fitting with me having the rogue's outfit on. If that is the level you are at, I do not wish to participate in criminal acts with you, fated past. Well, what are you interested in stealing? The heart of a lovely raccoon, Nate, called Rodney. Cannot really help you out there, I'm afraid. Ah, Rocky wants love. Okay, so we'll do that, and we're actually right now, we're gonna make one of these. One of these is gonna be turned into an Eternal, just for the sake of the Let Ya teleport, so I can have that for clues in the future. Alright, so hopefully we can get at least one piece of the dragon stone armor. Damn! There we have 100 crystal chests so far. 2 shield left halves, nothing else too fancy. But whenever I see those like 20 shards come out of a single key, ooh, that is nice. There we have another dragon plate skirt. And there is 200 crystal chests. There we have another dragon plate skirt. And there is 250 chests, which is a 50% of the way to the drop rate of one of the items. It's a 1 out of 2,500 for a particular one, but it's 1 in 500 just to hit the drop table of the Dragonstone armor. And that is the only reason we are doing these. And the final one. Alright, 276 crystal chests opened up. We did not get any pieces of the Dragonstone armor, but we now have 838 crystal shards left over, which is very nice. That means I have a full replenishment of my crystal armor if it's completely depleted, and I have a full replenishment of what I currently have, and I probably still have some leftover shards too. So, in order to have every single clue scroll item for like stash units and stuff needed, we need 2 items from Tues-Thurs, or I guess 3 items from Tues-Thurs: Fire Cape, Amulet of the Damned, Flared Trousers, BGS, ZGS, Spine Chaps, Buriophyta Staff, and one more Heraldic helmet, Rune Helmet, and I need Mithril Boots and a Circle. Mithril Boots will be easy, so then it'll just be hoping I get the Heraldic Helm from these. Getting the Circle hopefully from my DK's task when I go finish that. And then working on the other things slowly. Buriophyta Staff, Beginner Clues and Hill Giants and Moss Giants was something I was going to potentially do soon anyway. BGS and ZGS are things that I wanted anyway for PVM or just my Master Clue in general. And then, yeah, the rest, there's basically a grind that I have to do for all of them anyway, for collection log. So, made some good progress. Only have 14 stash units not made in the game. So that's very nice, because what that means is I can like actually take time to clean out my bank now and not leave needless things in the bank just for the sake of, oh, I might need that for clue related thing, or I might need that for this, I might need that for that. So like all this mithril, black armor, steel armor, iron, all that stuff's not necessary anymore. I could probably drop trade it over my main account, and I'll stack it up there just so we can still have like loot tracker numbers or whatever, but I'm not going to just waste bank space here. And here we have the final medium stash. So all the easy stashes, beginner stashes, medium stashes are done. The hard stash, we need one more Heraldic Helm to have one for both the elite and hard stash that need one. So right now I'm just keeping those like they're built and I have the items, but I'm just keeping the items in the bank in the POH because I don't like having to go to both stash units to pull out the Heraldic Helm and having to guess which one has the Heraldic Helm. It's not really what I want to do, especially since I'm doing both hards and elite clues. So all I need now is the Circle and then 10 master ones, which quite a few collection log grind stuff I'm going to be doing anyway. We'll be knocking out those master items I need. Alright, so here's the thing. Bonds have got expensive. I have no membership. I'm not going to spend 12 mil basically per bond to buy one on my main account and then make it tradable. It was fine whenever it was 8 to 9 mil total. Now it's 12 mil and my moneymakers aren't the same valuable. My main is not something that can really sustain the bonds anymore for the 2 accounts, so I'm thinking that what it's going to be now is me just sustaining this account's bonds with this account. And, well, what that means is, first off, doing the clue scroll stash units and figuring out what all I need. I know what items that I need to keep in the bank and what items I need to, well, I can get rid of type thing. And at first I was going to stack up every single item I had, like these, because of clue scrolls that I'm going to be opening. then I could just do that whenever it comes around time to open up the clue scrolls. So I don't actually need all these things right here, right now. The main reason I was holding on to these things was in case I needed them for like medium, easy stash units, and now I have all those filled up. So I'll be alching everything up to rune. I might still keep the rune axes and pickaxes just because, but basically everything else up to rune will be alked. I like to keep my dragon stuff stacking still. And at some point, hopefully we can stack things up again. Depending on bank space and stuff, I might stack things again just for the sake of alk agility or alk while herbivore. And yeah, so there's quite a bit of alks. So let's actually see how many alks it is total. All right, this is the first inventory's worth. Basically got all my battle staffs and then some miscellaneous low-level junk and the adamant. So I'll basically be alking just in the bank here all the things that are like 1 or 2 stack type things, stuff that I can't really bring with me to alkology or anything like that because they won't be a decent stack. We have all that, and okay, before I go to the other big stacks, I will alk all these small items here, and then we'll get a nice looking inventory to really see things. All right, so we freed up a bunch of bank space. Basically 70 bank slots freed up here. From the miscellaneous things that I alked there's already 1 mil in alks. Like I said, we're going to be keeping the rune pickaxes and rune axes here, as well as granite and dragon stuff. Rune spear and rune plate legs are things that I need for my clues, as well as, let's see, 1 rune plate body. And that's it. Okay. Nice and easy. So those are all the things that I need there. But here we go with the price check. We got about 45.5 mil in alks, give or take. This is GE price, so it's probably closer to 50 mil or so in alks because it's a higher alk value. These would be good alk value as well, but I am stacking them for now. But this will get us what we need for being able to purchase a bond to continue our membership. And we can start stacking things up again, but we do want to organize the bank a bit. And I'm definitely not going to be stacking anything in the bank that is below adamant for a while. Anything below that will just be alked, dropped, tossed over to my main, whatever. Up until we do our beginner casket grind, even though we could just use the loot tracker to check what we all got from it. But yeah, it is time to organize this some, head off to herbivore, do some herbivore while I alk, and that'll be what we do for the next couple of days until we run out of membership. So since I have inventory space now for it, I might as well do these as well. I mean, it's not like I have any reason to do anything other than use my dragon axe and my dragon pickaxe. I mean, I guess I can leave 1 of each in the bank, but that's another 7 mil to 8 mil in alks, so definitely worth it. All right, there we have all of our alks done. Basically, we've saved 70 bank slots. And what I realized is it's not really worth it for me to stack things up the way that I have been, as much as I want to. In terms of like alks at least. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to just start alking things as I get them. and stacking up the coins. And yeah, so we got 6.5 mil here, 59.9 mil here from those alks. Had basically 60 mil worth of alks in the bank. That is crazy. 66 mil cash stack. And the only thing that needs cash really is miscellanea. Because I mentioned that I was gonna buy bonds, but I might just fund my membership a different way. So yeah, probably won't be mentioning membership or bonds after this.